Hej och välkommen till episod 31 av Anno 2005. Jag är Lönndimmen och vi har projekt in. Jag vill faktiskt fixa lite grejer.
I'm glad we're not on our own, but I really can't offer you.
Bla bla bla.
I don't know if you celebrate them, but just in case, happy holidays.
Japp. För det är jul. Så kan jag säga god jul på alla er som tittar. Och på lite när ni tittar också. Så jag ska den. Så. Sen ska jag köra en
On our way.
Så. Jag är medveten om att jag behöver pengar till det.
Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods.
Don't ask me how I arranged this, but you will be granted a special loan.
Mhm.
The outcome certainly impressed my CEO, I must say. It's a pleasure to see you out here. Perhaps you might be interested in an assignment we have.
Sätter det där. Så här, har inte jag en prova för dem eller är det alla fulla? Du håller på med det. Eller är det... Ah. Mm. Wow, det tar så mycket. Jag måste verkligen fixa fler sådana. Byggnader. Ska vi säga, det är dem.
We've granted you additional resources. Please use them sparingly.
Mhm.
Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods. Transfer route inefficient. Cause missing goods.
Det var väl kul för er då.
Transfer route inefficient. Cause missing goods. Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods. Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods. Updating object profile.
Jag kan sätta 20.
Processing
Har jag
information.
lite extra också. Jag är medveten om att vi behöver en till. Jag vill sätta lite fler byggnader.
We've granted you additional resources. Please use them sparingly.
Transfer route output at 0. Countermeasures recommended. Transfer route inefficient. Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods. Transfer route output at 0.
Okej, jag kan sätta den där.
Recommended.
Hur jag tar bort den här vägen.
Transfer route inefficient. Cause missing goods.
Ge dig.
Transfer route suffers from
Nice.
inadequate supply of goods.
How can I help you?
Så jag kan sätta en här. Jag ska sätta en där.
Our investors want to keep your project going, in spite of your financial difficulties.
Transfer route inefficient. Cause missing goods. Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods.
Så, spara dem. Wait.
Transfer route inefficient.
Aha, pengarna.
Cause missing goods. Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods. Transfer route output at 0. Countermeasures recommended.
Köpa pengarna nu.
Transfer route inefficient. Cause missing goods.
Official funding. Let's hope it's enough to rebalance the books.
Transfer route output at 0. Countermeasures recommended. Transfer route suffers from transfer route output at 0. Countermeasures recommended. Well now, here transfer route output at 0. Transfer route output at 0. Countermeasures recommended.
50.
Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods.
Behöver typ bara 2 till. Det tar 4.
Processing information.
Minus 2. Så då.
Registered under new name.
Jag kan sätta 12.
Process
Plus en,
sorting
plus en.
data.
Sen så var det strömmen. alltid är det den här jävla strömmen.
Still sticking by the corporation. You could have a voice in world-shaking decisions, you know.
Så. Då 170. Så jag förlorar på det. Eller va? Nu är jag förvirrad. Jag förlorar nästan på att bygga mer.
We've granted you additional resources. Please use them sparingly.
This is the front.
Don't ask me how I arranged this, but you will be granted a special loan.
Just det, ja, det var någonting. Det var den titanium som jag behövde, va? Till ja, så var det. Jag minns jag behövde dem titanium. Var det, va? Ja.
Updating object profile.
Så man har inte kvar.
You alone. Indescribable.
De ger mig 164.
I could jump for joy,
De ger mig
but I'm not one for heights.
32.
Is it urgent?
Sure, take your time. Just wanted to ask how you're doing.
How can I help you?
164. Plus 20. Den tar 8000. Då är det egentligen inte värt det.
Official funding. Let's hope it's enough to rebalance the books.
Transfer route output at 0. Countermeasures recommended. Transfer route inefficient. Cause missing goods. Transfer route output at 0. Countermeasures recommended. Transfer route inefficient. Transfer route output at 0.
Oj,
Countermeasures
så mycket
recommended.
minus nu.
Transfer route inefficient. Cause transfer route output.
Ge dig för...
Cause missing goods.
Ja,
Transfer route
irriterande.
inefficient. Cause missing goods. Transfer route inefficient. Cause missing goods. Transfer route.
Our investors want to keep your project going, in spite of your financial difficulties.
Your discretion is exemplary. Cassian is grateful. It's a pleasure to see you out here. Perhaps you might be interested in an assignment we have.
Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods. Transfer route output at 0. Countermeasures recommended. Transfer route output at 0. Countermeasures
Inte den jag ville
recommended.
ha. Hade inte jag precis jättemycket minus då? Är jag förvirrad?
Official funding. Let's hope it's enough to rebalance the books.
Transfer route inefficient. Cause missing goods. Transfer route output at 0. Countermeasures recommended. Transfer route suffers. Transfer route output at 0. Countermeasures recommended. Transfer route suffers from inadequate transfer route output at 0. Countermeasures recommended. Transfer route suffers from inadequate supply of goods.
Sluta, du är ganska jobbig.
I'm so excited. This technology could be a real game changer.
Let's see if you can debug this one.
Hey, would you like to help me implement this?
Here, test your skills on this one.
hope nobody followed you.
Oh, this new technology is so amazing. Do you want to help me field test it?
Super Collins. Ja, nej men det... Oj, mycket transport. Jag ska bara se hur många det är kvar, sen så avslutar jag detta. Plus 2.
Processing information.
Ja, nej, men vi fixar
We've
mer.
granted you additional resources. Please use them sparingly.
Kan kriga lite
This whole
nästa
military bit
episod.
isn't exactly my thing.
Get our ships out of there and in one piece.
Ja, kan vi göra.
Transfer route suffers from
Tack för att ni
inadequate
tittade
supply
och
of
god jul.
goods. Transfer route
Hej då.
inefficient.